My friends, welcome to the Mario Matter, your favorite Nintendo podcast, episode number 78, with your host, EmSwizzle or Max, whichever one you prefer to call me. We have a packed show of tons of Nintendo news with a special guest who we will formally meet in a few minutes. They go by the name Cake or Cake Hoarder. Very interested to speak to the man himself. Big GameCube guy, should be a very fun episode, but what are we talking about today in this episode with Mr. Cake or Cake Hoarder, or his name is Max? But we have the same name! It's gonna be a weird episode, but also a very, very fun one, guys. We have tons of Nintendo news to discuss. In specific, me and Max will be discussing the Pokémon Presents that happened just this week. We'll recap the entire thing, talk about our thoughts. Was it good? Was it very disappointing? We'll get into all of that. We also have to discuss Nintendo is suing the Yuzu Nintendo Switch emulator. Whenever Nintendo is in a lawsuit, things are going down. We must talk about it. And then at the end of all that, me and Max will answer your questions that you have asked us to answer. But with that said, I don't want to waste your time. Let's go ahead. Let's meet Max and get into the episode.
Welcome to the Mario Matter, the #1 Nintendo podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen, our guest today is a fellow Nintendo YouTuber creating all kinds of content, from buying the rarest GameCube products to cutting countless body parts off of a Luigi plushie on YouTube Shorts. He is your favorite GameCube collector's favorite GameCube collector. He is Cake Hoarder. How's it going?
All right. Hey, what's going on, man? Thanks for having me.
We have the same name.
We do have the same name. We got two Maxes in the building.
We have two Maxes in the building. Talking about Nintendo, we're kindred spirits. We're both named Max. I believe you have a love for Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah.
We're just the same guy.
This was meant to be, I think.
It very much is. I ask each guest the same two questions. First up, how did you get started on YouTube? What is the origin story here?
Yeah, that's a good question. First of all, thank you for having me, bro. I do appreciate it. I've been watching your videos for quite a bit, actually. Pleasure to be here, man.
Of course.
How I got started on YouTube? It's a deep question, actually, because I started posting on the internet way back in the day on Twitter.
Yeah.
Just tweeting, making stupid tweets.
Yeah.
Eventually, that pivoted to Twitch, where I stream full time for like a year, 2 years. That pivoted to TikTok, making short form like game collecting videos. And then I figured if I'm posting the videos on TikTok, I might as well post them on Instagram and YouTube. And then literally recycled TikToks made the YouTube blow up. YouTube's pushing shorts pretty hard. I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
And here we are, bro. Now I'm making videos, I guess. Now I'm a video guy, somehow.
See, I didn't know all this. See, this is why we have to ask. Because I found you through your Luigi shorts, which are just awesome, by the way. You just like
They're pretty funny.
snip him. Yeah, it's great. That's awesome.
I've got some real Luigi fans out there that want me dead, but it's pretty funny, bro. Yeah.
And then where was the first Nintendo experience for you? Like, where did it all start?
When I was freaking tiny little kid, probably, bro. I got a picture right here, actually. It's a pretty good prop.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing Nintendo since I was a kid. I'm sure you're the same.
Yeah.
But check this out. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 26. I'm an old man. Got this little picture of me getting the GameCube.
That's so cool. That's sick.
Little Mario Sunshine for Christmas action.
That's awesome.
I mean,
that's another core memory right there.
Literally, yeah. Since the beginning, bro.
Awesome.
Man.
But now that we know who you are, now I believe it's time to get to the Nintendo news here. So, we run through a bunch of news. Our first topic being the newest Splatoon 3 Splatfest has been announced. This is great fun. Now, I'm going to run through some details, and then we'll get your thoughts on it. The theme for this one here is, which instrument would you play? And the three teams are drums versus guitars versus keyboard, and this happens, this begins the same day that Princess Peach Showtime launches on Switch, March 22nd, 2024, and it ends that Sunday. And also, take note, the fresh season begins as of today, March 1st, as we're, recording, and there are tons of new updates in the game. Are you a big Splatfest guy, Max?
I got the Splatoon shirt on for today. I don't know if you've noticed.
I didn't even notice. Oh, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I played a lot of Splatoon 1 when it came out on the Wii U.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, might be a hot take. That was my favorite Splatoon game.
I'm the exact same. We're the exact same person.
That game was sick, bro.
Is awesome. I will say,
Dude.
It has a lot to do with like the nostalgia for me though. Like I love that era. For sure. Yeah.
It's a very unbalanced Splatoon game, but it was fun. I remember playing the roller, and it had like an ability where you could turn into like a Kraken and like go invincible. So you just roll in and go invincible, just destroy everybody. That was pretty fun.
Yeah.
It was pretty broken. Splatoon 2, I didn't play as much of. Splatoon 3, I played a little bit when it came out. But whenever I lose a Splatoon, I get pissed because, like, you're losing to like a 7-year-old kid, and it's like, hey, I suck at this game, bro. Yeah. So, yeah, I haven't played Splatoon 3 in a couple months, but I do enjoy them. Yeah, they're pretty fun.
For sure. And then, do you plan on playing the Splatfest by any chance?
Probably not. No, but I will weigh in. I think I'd be team keyboard.
Interesting one. I haven't even settled on a team yet. I feel like drums is calling my name, to be honest.
Team drums, okay.
I would pick drums.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta pick the underdog team, bro. Because if you pick the team that's popular, you're gonna have all the noobs on your team.
But is drums an underdog? Do we know this?
No, keyboard might be the underdog.
Oh, keyboard's the underdog. Oh, yeah.
You probably got guitar at number 1. You got all the freaking everybody in the world picking team guitar, so you're gonna have them weighing you down. Yeah,
it's guitar, drums, and then keyboard. Yeah, pick the underdog. Sometimes they come up strong, but we'll have to see what happens there. I'm looking forward to it. It should be a great time. One topic that we can talk about extensively: Animal Crossing Lego have released as of today. Us recording this. Are you picking any up?
They're out today. Now,
yes.
Let me look them up. I remember when they were announced, I wasn't super impressed with them, to be honest with you. I think it's cool that they exist, but no, there's something about them. They're kind of lacking, in my opinion.
So there are 5 sets from $15 all the way up to $75. I gotta say, while you look them up, I find it's a hard time trying to justify how these are worth it, in my opinion. You're paying $75, which is fine for Lego, but you only get 500 pieces. I did the math earlier, Max. That's 14 cents per Lego piece.
Legos are not cheap, bro.
They are not.
I'm looking at the $75 set right now. You don't get a whole lot. I will tell you that.
I know.
It's pretty cool though. I mean, think about like how not popular Animal Crossing used to be.
Yeah,
and just like ever since New Leaf came out, it's just
exploded.
It's like a staple Nintendo IP now. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then New Horizons New Horizons is why these cost $75. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. How do you feel about New Horizons as a fellow Animal Crossing fan?
So it's my favorite game on Switch.
Really?
Animal Crossing is my favorite franchise of all time. So
yeah, I love Animal Crossing.
It just automatically becomes my favorite Switch game. However, there are still tons of flaws. Like there's online plays terrible. Like there are flaws, but it's still a good enough game to be called my favorite Switch game, I'd say.
Wow. I think number 1, Animal Crossing wise, got to be like New Leaf. I put so many hours into that game, dude.
Yeah.
So many good multiplayer memories on New Leaf. Animal Crossing GameCube is my second favorite. So I don't know. You probably didn't grow up with that one.
Did not. But I have played.
So you probably, yeah. So I don't know. Definitely a nostalgia factor there. The first one's pretty wonky. But I mean, it's a classic.
Classic. The only one I can't stand is Wild World.
You don't like Wild World?
It's not their fault, but I can't play it due to like the graphics, which like it's not their fault. It's on the DS. That's the best you can do.
Yeah.
The thing I can take a snipe at though is there's no holiday events like the Christmas.
It doesn't age super well, especially compared to New Leaf. Like but you gotta realize it's on the DS, and that's pretty impressive.
Yeah. So for its
what
time,
it is,
it's great. But like looking back, I can't even boot up Wild World and have a decent time for more than 20 minutes. I don't know. It's just something.
That's valid. There's no real reason to boot it up these days besides nostalgia, I would say.
Yeah. But we've got Lego out now. I actually checked, last thing that I'll say about it, I checked my Best Buy website, and it said, like, pick up in 1 hour. So if you all want them out there, you can go get them right now. Like, they're in stores, it appears.
They're live. You know what would have been cool?
What?
Sorry, final thing on these
yep.
Animal Crossing Legos. I think blind bags would have been sick for these. Just like a bunch of different villagers.
That would be amazing. Like even that would be
Why
great.
didn't they do that?
Cheap
Yeah.
solution, and you have so many awesome characters. Like you couldn't really lose opening one of those.
I'm saying, bro, they should have done it. Nintendo, hire us, bro.
Hire us. We'll be Lego marketing. Head of Lego marketing. I guess
Head of Animal Crossing Legos.
Head of Animal Crossing Legos. We can
Oh.
make sets and give you great ideas. But our next topic, we saw a little bit of this, I believe, last week with some amiibo restocks. Now we have more amiibos restocked. We have pretty much every single Pokemon amiibo restocked right now in the US on Nintendo's website. They are, of course, $16 each per usual. And the amiibo restocked are Pikachu, Squirtle, Ivysaur, Charizard, Mewtwo, Incineroar, Greninja, and Lucario. If you want any of those, link will be down below. Have you bought any of the restocked amiibo yet, Max?
I haven't bought amiibos since they were hot back in the day.
Oh, snap.
Have they always been $16?
I think they used to be a bit lower, but I think now it's 16
Inflation,
is the
bro.
norm.
Yeah, I haven't bought an amiibo in a long time, but I remember being super into them. I used to like camp out for them and all that.
Yeah. I'm upset because I missed that era of like the camping out, the like lines outside of stores. I missed that. I mean, I was there. I had amiibo like the week that it came out, but I wasn't like in the know of like these are releasing, line up, you know.
That was fun.
Yeah. So those are restocked. I actually not to, talk about me too much, but I did get the Villager and the Isabelle one last week that had restocked. If I can say this funny story, I try to focus on the guest, but I do have to say this because this is unbelievable. I've not like spoken about this publicly.
Yeah.
I in Smash Bros main Mii Brawler. Weirdly enough, it's just who I've used ever since.
Mii Brawler's got some moves, bro.
It does. I've used them ever since like the Wii U game came out. So one thing though is I never had the actual amiibo for Mii Brawler. So I go to eBay literally 2 days ago and I see a brand new one comes from Japan, $50. I'm like, you know what? Let's splurge, right?
Yeah.
It came today, less than 48 hours from Japan.
That's pretty good.
That's very good, and that shocked me. I didn't think I would get it for like a month.
They teleported it to you, bro.
They teleported that thing. It was so weird, but I just had to say that because that was
That's
like
wild.
a weird event.
That's not bad.
But yeah, next up, if you guys want any Pokemon Amiibo, once again, link down below. Next up, though, we do have a rumor, actually our final piece of news. We have a rumor from Nikkei, who is a Japan company, a Japan publication, you might say, who is backing up the Nintendo Switch 2 rumor that it'll be delayed until 2025. They backed up the rumor. It seems like a real thing now. What are your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2, Max?
I don't know much about it. I'm trying to stay away from leaks until it just comes out. But 2025, that's a long time, bro.
That's a long time.
That's coming out this year.
Yeah.
I hope not. I'm trying to play that.
yeah. So hopefully not, but it does seem like it's actually going to release next year, which sucks. Do you like that? Like moving it from 2024 to 25 doesn't really do much for you. Like it doesn't really change too much.
Hey, let's be real. We're all still buying it day one.
That's fact.
It doesn't matter when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy. I don't know. The Switch is getting pretty old at this point.
It is indeed. What game?
I got some Switch games here, but
I see him. Yeah. What game would you want to launch with the Switch 2? Look at him. Yeah.
That's a good question. Maybe like a new, such a good answer. A new Mario game or something.
Oh yeah, it's like
Mario Odyssey 2.
That'll
Mario
sell.
Sunshine 2.
There you go.
Right.
Galaxy 2, anything. Looking forward to Switch 2. March, I believe, is the rumored month next year. Far away.
A year from now.
Yeah, I mean, a year from now. Actually, what I didn't realize, in 2 days for us, it's going to be the Switch's 7th anniversary.
7 years, huh?
7 years of Switch.
Dang. Honestly, I thought it was older. I'm not going to lie.
I thought this was its 8th year. Like, it's turning 8 this year. Guess not, but...
That's insane. I got my launch day Switch right here.
Oh, snap.
It's a piece of crap. It always seems like it's going to explode when I turn it on.
yeah. Just getting
It's
old
got
at
like
this
a
point.
fan issue or something. But yeah.
Mine had the exact same issue. I had like a fan problem. And I'm kind of upset. I sent it to Nintendo Repair, and they sent me back like a different Switch than I had. So I lost my day one Switch.
Really? That's messed up.
Well, because I think because those Switches were easily like moddable, I think they're always sending out the V2 Switch or whatever. So
They're
I was
taking it off the market.
I know, yeah. So I was like, shoot, they're just like hoarding all of them.
Dang,
so
that's
no
dirty.
one can mod them. Yeah, it sucks, but I have an OLED now, so things are fine. But
OLEDs are pretty nice. I need to get one of those.
OLEDs are nice. I would recommend.
I had the Zelda one, but I just sold it. I kept it sealed and I just traded it for some stuff.
So I believe, that is all of the news to run through, but we still have plenty of big topics here. Right now, we're going to dive into the Pokémon Presents that aired just this week, this Tuesday on Pokémon Day. A lot of mixed thoughts on it. A lot of people saying they're hyped for the things announced. A lot of people saying it's bad. Pokemon NFTs?
Hey, when are they not saying it's bad, bro? Pokemon fans are some of the worst.
It always
No
gets
offense.
smashed. All right, let's go ahead. Let's discuss. So, we had a Pokemon Presents presentation air just this last week, this Tuesday, and there's a lot of thoughts on it. Let's go ahead, let's recap the entire thing for you guys, and then we'll discuss all of what was in the presentation. So, first up, for all the notable stuff, we begin with a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Terror Raid battle announcement for Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise that is going on right now. Pokemon Go got an update. It's got a collaboration with Pokemon Horizons. Very, very, very fun there. Pokemon Sleep is getting... you're going to have to help me pronounce these Pokemon names if you know how to do it.
I got you. Raikou, Entei, and Suicune.
Oh, thank God, dude. I was going to struggle with those. Seriously. I'm the worst Pokemon name pronouncer. Yeah.
There's so many of them, bro. It's fair. There's too many Pokemon.
I would have said like Suicune. And
yeah,
it's just bad. Okay, and then we got Pokemon Masters celebrating its 4.5-year anniversary celebration. That was announced. There's some events going on. Pokemon Cafe Remix is introducing Gimmighoul coins as an update. Pokemon Unite, if I could have some help once again.
That's a tough. Miraidon. That's a new guy. I'm not sure. Phalanx, Garulege.
They're all coming to Pokemon Unite in April. Pokemon NFTs have been announced. I'm just kidding. Pokemon TCG Pocket, the mobile game, has been announced. You can collect and trade cards from your phone. And also, the one that actually matters, Pokemon Legends ZA, has been announced to come to Nintendo Switch in the year 2025. I feel like I know the answer, but can I ask what your favorite announcement here was?
It's got to be Pokemon Go, dude. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, really? I was gonna say
Pokemon Sleep. I mean, Pokemon Za, bro.
Exactly. Is it Za or is it ZA? I've heard ZA.
Probably ZA.
Yeah, because there's a dash in the middle.
Yeah. I like the Legends Arceus game.
Same.
That game was cool.
I hope this is somewhat similar to that. And then...
it's gotta be.
Has to be. And then, any thoughts on the Pokemon mobile app, the TCG Pocket game?
All I've seen from that is some guy on TikTok, like the ad, like just ripping a bunch of packs on the app, like cutting them open. I was like, that looks pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure how it works exactly.
I imagine it's just like you... So it said that you get 2 free Pokemon packs to open every single day. And so I guess you just tear them open, see your cards, and then I guess you can trade them.
Buy some more.
Yeah. Honestly.
You know what would be cool?
Yeah.
Is if you could like scan in your cards.
Oh my gosh. See, that would be great.
Play with them online. That'd be sick.
Because then it actually means something. Plus, you also get people buying actual cards because you can scan them into the app. It's great in all ways. Could you imagine like the one person who has like the rarest Pokemon card scans in there? Like that'd
be a flex.
That's a serious flex. Pokemon, you gotta be adding that. But honestly,
Pokemon, bro.
Apart from those two things, I didn't like really care for the presentation.
I was gonna wake up for it and stream it, but I'm glad I slept through it, honestly.
Yeah, because you're on the West Coast, and so that starts at like 6 a.m. for you.
6 a.m. I gotta wake up super early for these. Sorry, did you get into Scarlet and Violet at all?
So I haven't. I was waiting for the, performance patch, and it never came.
Yeah,
and then
right.
Ever since then, it's just been in the backlog, so I have to play it at some point. I never even, I started it, but, half an hour in.
Don't do it, bro. Not worth it. It's not worth it.
I'm going to play it at some point, but
yeah,
now is not that point. But, yeah, I mean, apart from those things, apart from Legends Zach and TCG Pocket, we just got updates to games, and it was actually one of the shorter presentations. 13 minutes. You would have been you would have finished stream at 6:15 a.m. 13 minutes and then 2 minutes close stream. I mean,
I would have been pissed.
One of the shorter ones. So nothing here does much for you.
I know people weren't they expecting black and white remakes or something?
I think gold and silver.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, because
nothing close.
Because I even talked about it last week. There was a report sent in their YouTube description. Do you know how when you post a video, it says in the description what game you were playing or what game you were talking about there. In their description, it said Pokemon Gold and Silver,
really?
in a YouTube short. And I believed it because it made some sense to me. Wow, it's gonna be there, and I talked about it.
Yeah, logical.
But yeah, wasn't there. Very short presentation.
Hey, we got Pokemon Sleep. We're getting 3 new Pokemon.
Yeah, I mean,
kind of awesome.
they were showing the trailers or whatever, and the guy demoing Pokemon Sleep in the trailer was he woke up from bed and he looked at his phone all excited. Stop trying to be excited. This whole thing sucks. I don't know. Pokemon Sleep's probably great. Have you ever used it?
Well, I remember when it came out and they told me you had to keep the phone on overnight. I was like, nah, I'm not burning my house down over Pokemon Sleep, bro. This thing's gonna explode under my pillow.
Exactly. So there's
a risk.
Yes. So there's that, which I was worried about. And then the other thing that I feel no one talks about is I think I've heard, and God knows how true this is, if you sleep next to your phone, there's a cancer risk, and it just messes like the waves mess with your head. It never seemed like a great idea to begin with. I don't know.
Sleeping by your cell phone in general.
Yeah. Mine
Yeah.
is. Some people the best thing to do is put it in a separate room. Mine's on the floor, which is probably good enough. But
you're good, bro. You're disciplined.
I would say make an Apple Watch version because I think that's made it can track your sleep, and I think I might get that version, but I can't
That'd be kinda cool, yeah.
I cannot do Pokemon Sleep otherwise.
Yeah, I downloaded the first day. I'm not gonna lie, but I was instantly turned off by the fact you gotta leave that thing on. Your phone's overheating and getting your pillow all hot. I was
Fire burns you in your sleep. This is bad.
This is not the way I'm going out playing Pokemon Sleep.
No. The only good thing I guess we can say, my dogs are barking, but I guess we haven't really heard of any reports, have we, of a fire beginning from Pokemon Sleep?
I hope not.
Hopefully not.
Yeah. They would probably shut that down real quick if that happened, though.
Probably. And honestly, I thought that might happen.
Yeah.
I thought.
Dude.
Yep.
I mean, Nintendo, remember when the Wii came out, people were throwing the remotes through the TVs?
Mm-hmm.
They're not the best at, foresight.
Not the best.
It's all right. It happens.
All right. So, what is your final rating for the presentation?
Honestly.
Out of 10.
5.
5 out of 10. Yep. Understandable.
What about you?
Honestly, not for the games, but for the presentation, 4 out of 10. And here's why. No. Here's why. Pokemon Legends, awesome. Pokemon TCG Pocket, awesome. That's all I care about. The only thing is, we're rating the presentation. We saw, we're getting a new Pokemon game, but we kind of knew that. I didn't get much from the trailer. I didn't get enough to be excited at all. I just know it's coming out next year, which we kind of knew that might happen. Something next year.
Even the ZA trailer was they didn't even show much. It's just kind of 3D.
Yeah, exactly. And then the whole TCG thing, that's awesome, and I'm going to use it, but that's not until, God knows when this year. That's going to be a while. So, I'm not sure.
It's a weird little present, I will say.
Mm-hmm. So, I'm not sure if
Like
that
leftovers almost.
I'm not sure if that justifies a 4 out of 10, but I just like didn't come away from that feeling excited for really much. I guess the whole TCG probably excited me more than the ZA, honestly.
Honestly, yeah.
As bad as that
Ripping open
sounds.
Some fake packs.
Fake packs or Pokemon game next year, which, if we saw some gameplay, I might be all excited, but I just got nothing really from it, so.
Well, you know what's scary? They're probably afraid to show gameplay.
Probably. That is
Scarlet and Violet, dude.
That thing's got to be out on Switch too. Do you think that it drops on Switch too?
Maybe. I mean, if it's not till what did they say when it comes out?
2025.
I don't know. If it's 2025, it might come out with the Switch too.
I guess it has to, because if we just talked
Dang,
about
that's
the
a long
Switch 2
time.
being delayed until next year,
It might line up.
I guess it would have to.
It's wild. Yeah, I mean, it'd be weird releasing a mainline Pokemon game that close to the death of the Switch.
I know. Unless they do like some dual release stuff, because I mean they revealed it
Breath of the Wild
during the Switch era. Yeah, they could do that for sure. We'll have to see. But Pokemon Presents, little bit of a bust. Can't even lie. But,
a little bit.
it's all right. It's all right. We'll have a new one soon, and we'll have Pokemon TCG, NFT, whatever you want to call it, and the brand new Pokemon game next year. We'll have that all come soon, hopefully. But
1 year.
one whole year. But with that said, let's get on to our next topic here. When is Nintendo not in a lawsuit?
True.
Very
Who are
true.
they suing this time?
They are suing the creators of the Nintendo Switch emulator, Yuzu.
Yikes.
Well, shall we discuss it?
Let's talk about it.
Let's go ahead. Let's discuss. Alrighty, guys. So, it's always a fantastic time when Nintendo is in a lawsuit. And a lot of you might know this is something I love to talk about, Nintendo lawsuits. And if I can recall correctly, we have not had one since, I think, May of 2023, like a major one. And it's not even like crazy major. It's just Nintendo was being sued by a kid and his father, I think, over Mario Kart Tour.
He spent all his dad's money or something?
I think so, but then they tried to claim that, like, Nintendo was in the wrong. I don't even know. It was a while ago, but now we have one, and I was excited to see this. We have things to freaking talk about. So,
yes.
Nintendo is suing the Yuzu Nintendo Switch emulator. Now, what the heck is an emulator, you guys might ask? Well, the Google definition, the Wikipedia definition, is a video game console emulator is a type of emulator that allows a computing device to emulate a video game's console hardware and play its games on the emulating platform. So, you can play Switch games on PC. Nintendo does not like this. Now, the information was reported by Stephen Totillo, and he writes, I'm going to run through these details and then we'll talk about it. Nintendo is suing the creators of popular Switch emulator Yuzu, saying their tech illegally circumvents Nintendo's software encryption and facilitates piracy, seeks damages for alleged violations, and a shutdown of the emulator. This is Nintendo versus Tropic Haze LLC, who runs the emulator. First thoughts, are you at all familiar with the Yuzu emulator?
I've heard of it, yeah. I've got some buddies who, some illegal criminal friends that use this emulator sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard about it because, I mean, just like being in the space, you like hear about these things. Like, I've played, Zelda early, like before it even came out, or like Mario Wonder before it came out. They all play it on Yuzu, so I've heard of it.
Yeah, same.
Never used it though. Probably because I'm scared of the cops breaking down my door.
Scared of being sued, yeah.
Scared of being sued. But so Nintendo claims that the Yuzu emulator is at fault because a lot of people are saying, emulation is legal. And yeah, it probably is. Mm-hmm. But they're at fault apparently for teaching you how to break the protection on the Nintendo Switch game files. So you download a game file, it's got protection on it. They teach you ways to get that off. So basically, Nintendo doesn't like that. You're breaking their protection. And they also claim that the emulator spoiled The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom for a lot of people, as it was downloaded over 1 million times illegally.
Dang.
And that was playable in Yuzu. But Max, get this. It wasn't playable in Yuzu until fans made a workaround to make that happen. It wasn't at all playable.
Uh-oh.
So who are you really suing? That's not their fault.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, I guess the company that made the emulator.
Yeah.
But even they didn't make the workaround, is what I'm understanding.
So they did not. Before the game released, you couldn't play it. When the game released, then you could. But like when it was leaked 2 weeks before, they have a rule in place, I guess, to not get sued, where you cannot play it before release.
Well, that didn't work out so well, did it?
It didn't work out. Fans made a workaround. I'd sue the fans partially.
Sue all 1 million fans, yeah.
Sue them. And then finally, they also claim another big point of the lawsuit is that Yuzu has a Patreon, which is letting them profit off of everything, which they also don't very much like. Max, do you think that the lawsuit is reasonable?
I mean, I get where they're coming from, but what are you going to do? Like, emulating's been around forever. It's going to be around forever. Obviously, if you're emulating Switch stuff, like, they're still making money off Switch, so obviously it's a little risky. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, I don't know. I feel like they have to have understood the risks in creating such an emulator, so I would think they would see something like this coming one day. Yeah. But I do support emulation.
Same.
To be honest, so
yeah,
I don't know. It's one of those weird Nintendo moments for sure.
Emulation is awesome. Let's get that out of the way. It's awesome. Preserving games, awesome sauce. But maybe Yuzu is not in the wrong in my eyes, but maybe they have a weak spot where they can be sued. The biggest thing that I get from that is the fact that they like provide links to teach you how to like break the protection that, you know, Nintendo put on the game so that you can't emulate them. I think that's pretty bad. They're
probably skirting the line a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not super informed on these guys, but from what I'm reading here, seems like it's a little bit of a gray area.
Little bit.
And like I got all these games behind me.
Yeah.
I like emulation, trust me. I like the physical thing, but I think if you don't want to pay, you know, the $400 for Earthbound, you should be able to download it and play it for free.
Exactly. And especially for most instances, you're playing these games, you're downloading these games that aren't even being sold anymore, so it's
exactly. Like, I mean, if you're not going to provide a way to buy these games or stream them or download them or whatever, being Nintendo, what are we supposed to do?
Yeah.
Either, you know, spend $100 on Paper Mario or download it on Dolphin, you know?
Yeah. And it is still...
Sometimes you got to load up that Dolphin.
Yeah, and it's still somewhat, like, considered illegal, but I would maybe just, like, open... Here was my solution to get rid of any downloads and stuff. The big argument is they don't sell the games anymore. And this is probably not possible, or else they might do it. Like, what if you just opened the Wii Shop channel, like for a whole day, twice a year? The games still get sold, and I guess that's not like you're buying
twice a year.
You aren't buying, like, you can't download like new Super Mario Bros. Wii from the Wii Shop channel, but like, or just some digital way to like get these games installed. I don't know, you know?
Yeah. I just think they like having control over the potential of, you know, like GameCube Virtual Console one day or something.
Yeah.
Which would be sick, by the way. Do it. But yeah, I don't know. Switch emulator, like, Switch is still being sold in stores. That just automatically seems risky.
Yeah.
But I don't know all the laws. I don't know all the logistics.
Yeah, no, we aren't lawyers, but
I don't know, man.
But it's still a fun topic to discuss. I mean, once again, not a lawyer, but I feel like they do have a real somewhat chance to win just because they provide those.
They'll probably destroy them. Let's be real. They got all the money in the world.
They have the greatest lawyers on planet Earth, and they have the fact that Yuzu provides links to get rid of their protection, which, like, I'm not trying to, like, suck up to Nintendo here. I'm just, like, being real. Like, that's kind of a big no-no. Because not that I somehow know this. No, I'm not a pirate, but I have
Hypothetically.
I have seen some things where certain game download. I sound like a pirate. Please don't arrest me.
He's not a pirate, guys.
I just know this. Some websites before downloading ask you to like get some information from somewhere else and then put it in their site. So they aren't giving you the links to break protection. They just tell you where. Oh, no. What do they say? They tell you how to break protection without telling you. So they don't ever get touched. But these Yuzu people are kind of telling you how to do it. So I do see a bit of a weak spot there.
Yeah, a Patreon too. I don't know. As soon as you're like making money, I feel like that's when you kind of pop up on whoever's radar. Like, yeah. I wish them the best, man. Really. They need all the luck.
Yep. I do think that the money part is a big part, just because I think there was a ROM site that was selling selling you ROMs for like $5 for like fast speeds or whatever. Yeah, this is like a short that I made a while ago, and they got sued quick because they were making money off of it. So I do think the Patreon is a big factor there.
That's wild. It doesn't take that long to download a ROM.
I know. Yeah, like how fast was it?
Yeah, instant. That's crazy.
I know. And like the guy only made like $35,000 and got sued for like millions. That's bad. That's really bad.
It's surprising he made that much to begin with, honestly.
Yeah. So that shut down, and honestly, we'll have to see what happens here with the Yuzu emulator. But final thoughts?
Hey, good luck, Tropic Haze LLC.
Good luck.
Nintendo, they're coming, bro.
We'll be following the story closely, and maybe if there's an update like months down the road, we can have you back on and we'll chop it up again about what ended up happening. We can have like a sequel to this.
Yuzu Part 2. Yep.
Yuzu Part 2. Put that reminder in the books. We should have you back on to discuss.
I'm down.
But, yeah, they're being sued. We're going to see what happens there. But apart from that, guys, we have our next topic at hand here. You all have asked me and Max, both of the Maxes, questions to answer, and we are going to do just that. Are you ready, Max?
1 second.
Okay.
I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Then I'll be ready.
Okay, great. So, it's just me now. We're going to go to the answering your questions segment right now. My friends, we have made it to your favorite segment of the podcast, the answering your questions segment, where do you know what we do here, Max?
I might be going off on a hunch here. We might be answering some questions.
We just might be answering some questions here asked by you guys, members of this community. We appreciate you all for submitting questions. If you do want to know, just quickly here, how to submit questions, I make a YouTube community post every single Wednesday at about 12 p.m. Eastern time. Be there or be square, saying, hey, hope you're doing well, ask me questions, da-da-da-da-da. You can comment down below your question, and however, if you feel like that your question is not getting answered, you can become a channel member and guarantee that your question does get answered. Link down below for that. And it just so turns out, these are all member questions.
Hey, what a coincidence.
Very cool coincidence.
Yes, better member up.
Better member up there. Alrighty, so our first question comes from Camden, who asks, how many amiibos do you have, and what one is your favorite? Let's start with you here. We just talked about amiibos.
Yeah. These days, I literally have one amiibo, and it's the Chibi Robo amiibo.
Just the best one.
Chibi Robo's pretty sick. Yeah, I got the Chibi Robo, but my favorite one might be the Villager. I like the Villager. I love Animal Crossing, so that might be the Villager. I mean, I don't really keep up with them these days. There's so many great amiibos, but I'll say Villager.
I have the Chibi Robo. What does it do in the actual game? Do you know?
I don't know what any of them do in the actual game, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Because
you're also asking me to play Ziplash, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not so sure.
I have Ziplash and I have the Chibi Robo amiibo, but I never actually used it, so I have no idea what it does. But it just looks cool, doesn't it?
Yeah, want to see something cool?
Yeah, sure.
I don't know if you can see it. I can't really see it. I have a Chibi Robo Ziplash like store display right above that ring light.
Oh,
Dang,
yeah.
really
I see it. That's sick. Oh.
I wish you could see it better, but yeah, it's like 3D. It's got like a real rope on it.
Where do you get those things? Because I watched your shorts and you had like this one might have been like an eBay thing, but you had like this big Animal Crossing GameCube poster or something.
Yeah.
I saw that.
That stuff's just like eBay, Facebook groups, just like knowing the right people. Kind of, it gets deep, bro. But yeah, that one was on eBay. $500.
That's correct. Wait, seriously? Wow, that goes for a lot.
Dude, game collecting, it gets crazy.
It does get crazy.
It gets wild. Yeah.
Indeed.
But I love that stuff. I love like store display.
That's awesome.
Merchandise. I got a Paper Mario. This might be more your time.
Oh, yeah,
Paper Mario.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Was that game that Color Splash?
Color Splash. Yep. That's sick.
I got that one, just took it from Target.
Oh, that's sick.
Was given it.
Do you like ask them like, hey, can I have this? Or like, how does that go down?
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes it'll just go missing.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes it'll disappear in my car.
Yes, sometimes. That's sick.
Here's the thing, though. It's like they're going to throw them in the dump anyway, right?
Yeah.
I'm basically doing them a service.
Doing them a service, clearing it out, and somebody wins. Somebody has a little Paper Mario store promo in
this
their
thing would have been
household.
incinerated if I didn't, rescue it.
Yes, rescued it is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
But to answer the question for me, how many amiibos do you have? Which one is your favorite? Not to flex. This sounds bad because you said that you had like the one. I have like, I think I have like 35 or so.
Dang.
And my favorite one, it's tough. It might. I haven't seen it yet in person, but it might be that freaking Me Brawler one that got delivered.
Okay.
Or if it's not that one, that I can confidently say is, and it's kind of a weird favorite, is the Link Skyward Sword amiibo, because that's my favorite Zelda game, and there's Link himself in the flesh. So
it's a good one. You know what I saw recently? Was the new Ganon one.
The Ganondorf one?
Yeah,
that's sick, yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom Ganon. Pretty sick.
That one's awesome. And it's like big. He's like doing his little lunge stance.
Yeah. Got
awesome.
a little action pose. Yeah.
Indeed, very, very well done, that one. And then our next question comes from Let's Go Gaming 28224. They ask, if Nintendo made a Mario Maker 3 for the Switch 2, do you think they would add a 3D mode into the game to allow you to make levels in 3D Mario styles such as Mario Odyssey?
That sounds sick, but it sounds crazy. I don't know. I'm no programmer. That just sounds hard.
Yeah.
But hey, Indeed. What do I know?
That sounds like an amazing time. I don't know that a Switch 2 can even run that.
That would be sick if true. You know what would be cool, though?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're just completely veering off the topic here.
Yeah.
Zelda Maker.
That would be sick. You can
That'd
make Zelda freaking...
A little dungeon?
Dungeons, yeah. That's actually a great idea.
That'd be sweet.
You can make puzzles. I feel like that one's not as simple, though. You gotta make puzzles or whatever.
Yeah, not as accessible.
Yeah, Mario, like a 6-year-old can grab Mario Maker and just like put Goombas everywhere. Like
that's right. Yeah,
I don't know.
Mario Maker was so funny when it first came out.
Oh, it was awesome.
It's a great game.
Yeah. And what was I gonna say? I mean, I just don't know that the Switch 2, like, obviously it can run 3D Mario, but like if you give people the reins and they can just put like 20 Bowsers in a 3D Mario setting, I don't know if that can be run very well.
Spawn a million Goombas and crash your Switch.
Spawn a million Goombas, crash the whole software. I don't know. I would probably bet on no. I think that they'll just add more, like all the Mario Wonder stuff. Probably they would add that, I feel.
Yeah. So I'm not really up to speed with Mario Maker these days. There's Mario Maker 2, right?
Yep.
That's the latest one on Switch. What did they add in that one? It's like new styles of Mario games.
They added story mode, if I'm not wrong. The Wii U one, I don't think had that. They added. Honestly, I'm not the best person to ask. Fair
enough. I didn't play a lot of it either.
I didn't play too much, but I know story mode was a big thing. And then, yeah, honestly, not the best guy to ask, but story mode.
Fair enough.
And I'm sure that they added like new items and stuff and things like that. But
yeah, getting Mario Wonder, items, whatever, assets, whatever you want to call them. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like all the enemies, all the new whatever, your own Wonder Flower type things. Like that would be great.
Did you play a lot of Mario Wonder?
Yeah. So I 100% did it. Great game. What did you think of it?
Yeah, I thought it was great too. I didn't finish it.
Oh,
I
really?
got how many worlds are there? Probably 8.
I think there's. Oh God, it's. I still can't remember this. I think it's like 9. I don't even remember, to be honest.
Weird, yeah. I got like a few worlds away from beating it. I just kind of lost my momentum on it. Yeah. I enjoyed it though. It was a really good game.
How many worlds?
What I did play
in Mario Wonder. Oh, okay. So there's 8, which is usual. I just thought like there was one. Yeah. There's that like Petal Isles or whatever.
Yeah, the secret world or whatever.
Yeah, so I thought that was like a 9 or whatever, but only 8.
I got to go back to it. I didn't finish Tears of the Kingdom either. I got pretty close.
Oh man,
I know you love that game.
Got some gaming to do right there. Got some gaming to do.
Got some gaming to do.
And our next question comes from Zach Hurdy. They ask, what should we make the most of before the 3DS and Wii U shut down in April, the online servers?
I'm going to be real. I thought that already shut down.
So it shuts down next month, I guess, because now it's March. April, I don't have my dates right. I think it's like April 8th or 13th or something.
So that means no more online Animal Crossing New Leaf, right?
Yes, actually. Yes, indeed.
That's sad. Mm-hmm. That is sad. Yeah, no more online functionality for all these legendary 3DS titles. Mm-hmm. I played a lot of them growing up. A lot of good 3DS game and a lot of New Leaf. Mario Kart 7. Mm-hmm. Pretty much it, but still pretty sad.
Mm-hmm. Which one, if you could only play like one of those, would you play to just get the most out of the online fun?
Gotta be New Leaf, bro.
New Leaf, yeah.
I'm telling you. So I had so many friends that I just played that online with. It's so good. I got it launch day, 12 I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh my, has it really been 12 years? No. Is that when that game came out?
I think it was in Japan 2012, America 2013.
2012 in America as well.
Oh, really?
November 8th,
wow.
2012. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. But yeah, that game's sick, bro. That's a classic.
Did you ever like go to Tortimer Island and like play with like strangers on there? Like you can connect or whatever?
I'm surprised they didn't bring that back.
I know, right?
New Horizons.
I know.
That was a great feature. Mm-hmm. New Horizons. Don't even get me started on that game.
I know, dude.
Do not get me started, bro.
So many missing features. I'm going to get you started.
Get me started. All right, let's do it.
Before the 2.0 update, were you kind of like everyone, like, where the heck is everything? Where's Tortimer? Where's Brewster?
Yes. Like, you play through the beginning of the game, which is pretty long for an Animal Crossing game.
Yep.
A few hours pass, you got a little hut.
Yep.
Finally get through all that crap, you can start building stuff. You're like, okay, this is cool. Mm-hmm. This is sick. You build stuff, destroy stuff, like customize your island. But then I feel like everybody that plays that game gets to a certain point where you're like, okay, now what? Like, I don't know. There's so much random stuff missing from that game. Mm-hmm. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like furniture sets, villagers, I feel like are boring in that game. And honestly, I know I'm hating on your favorite Animal Crossing game.
No.
I feel like the biggest thing about that game that turned me off is like you have like a little too much power.
Yeah.
Like it's almost overwhelming how much creative input you have over your map. I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then you see these people online with these crazy towns. You're like, I'll never be that guy, bro.
Yeah.
I'll never have a town that cool. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. Even to this day, like there's some classics like furniture sets that just aren't in the game. It's like, why not?
I know, like
it can't be that hard to put them in, right?
Yeah, like for me it was the Snowboy set or whatever, like the snowman furniture.
Oh,
where did that go?
Where's the Robo furniture? Where's the snowman furniture?
Where's that?
These are classics, bro. Put them in.
All that's out of there. And I think that we might have misunderstood it earlier. My favorite Switch game is New Horizons. My favorite Animal Crossing game is New Leaf. New Leaf is my favorite Animal Crossing game. So that one, when I went from that to New Horizons, I was like, wow, where did everything go?
Yeah, but they also did a lot right. Like, putting furniture outside is sick. Like, that's game changer. But, like, isn't there still, like, no... there's one thing they're missing right now. Isn't there a New Horizons that's, like, crazy? That doesn't have...
There's a lot of things.
They added a red in the first update. They added... I forget. It's been a while.
Man,
but like,
yeah, it's been so long.
so many just like weird missed opportunities with that game. It blows my mind every time I think about it.
Exactly.
And then you look at the mobile game.
Oh yeah.
That game looks sick, bro. But it's a mobile game. It's like, dang, imagine all this furniture in New Horizons.
Yeah.
Would have been a done deal, man. But no.
And what sucks is that mobile game, Pocket Camp, is still getting updates like every month.
I know, bro. That's the worst part.
So bad.
They treat that game like so good.
I know, but I do think I think it's like two different developers. So I think it's a Nintendo problem,
Probably.
but we can't blame Nintendo directly for the updates in Pocket Camp. It sucks.
Fair.
But yeah,
I'm blaming them anyway, bro.
I'm not sure if you know this, but I used to create like Animal Crossing New Horizons content for like 2 years, and like the
I was
biggest
looking through your videos by oldest.
Yeah,
ones.
yeah.
I saw that.
And so like the biggest thing was just like, where's Brewster? That was like the biggest topic in the world. And then when he came, it was like awesome. And then the game died on YouTube after that. Like no one's really making much Animal Crossing content anymore.
I was like, dude, it's like 2 years late. It's like,
Yeah.
what took you so long? What's her name? Celeste? Aren't they missing like
Celeste?
missing Celeste in that game?
No. Celeste walks around like when there's shooting stars, and she gives you those recipes or whatever. I think.
Her little lookout tower, though. That would have been cool to have in the game.
That's gone. Which sucks.
Yeah. So weird. What a weird game.
Do you think that the pandemic had much to do with it? Like they were making it during that time? Well, I mean, like, not they weren't like doing it. Sorry. Wait, no. Sorry, it wasn't the pandemic. It was. Well, it might have been because the updates came out like 2 years later. So do you think that like delayed the updates? I guess I'm saying.
It probably might have delayed them, but I don't see why it would have stopped them from eventually coming out. Maybe they just got to a point where it's like it's not worth releasing anymore. But then again, that's like, isn't that like one of the best-selling Switch games ever? Like a bajillion copies sold or something?
Yeah, it's like second best-selling. It's like 40 million copies.
Yeah, people are still playing that game. You could release some updates for it.
I just feel like, do you think they had scheduled Brewster for like October 2020 instead of October the following year? But
maybe, you thinking like the in-person development maybe would have been halted by COVID? Maybe, yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe,
but
it's all there now. Now we just wait for the next game. When do you think that's coming out?
Well, let's see. We had New Leaf in 2012, Amiibo Festival. Oh my God! Don't even get me started. Do you remember the direct where they revealed Amiibo Festival?
I don't. That was like I was a active Nintendo player, but I didn't know what a direct was at that time.
So the way that you should watch the video later, but the way it has like 1 billion downvotes on YouTube.
Oh gosh.
But the way they reveal it, I'm watching it right now. This is after a long time of no Animal Crossing news. The Wii U didn't have an Animal Crossing game yet, so everybody was expecting the latest Animal Crossing game to be on the Wii U, naturally. This guy's tapping down an Isabelle amiibo right now. Isabelle walks out of the train station.
Yeah.
Oh, a new Animal Crossing game. You look down, you see the party spaces.
Oh, no.
No! Everybody, same reaction, bro. What is this? Some little crappy party game. Oh, comments are turned off on this video.
Oh, that's so bad.
It was bad, bro. But yeah, that came out 2015. And then it took another, 5 years for New Horizons to come out?
Yeah.
So 8 years in between two mainline Animal Crossing games. That's bad.
They also had Happy Home Designer, too, in there.
Yeah, I don't really count that as a mainline.
Yeah, but then they also
Did you like that game?
I actually liked both of those games. So let me explain. Happy Home Designer I thought was pretty good. Amiibo Festival, as a kid, I was like, this is sick, because I loved Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Looking at it now, I'm like, yeah, it kind of sucks. But yeah, I mean, and they also had like that Animal Crossing New Leaf update, the whole Amiibo thing, like added so much stuff. So I kind of cut them some slack for the 8-year gap. But yeah, it's just like so many people were expecting one thing and just got a complete opposite. I think that's why it was such a shocking announcement, you know? Yeah,
I remember that day vividly, bro. I was like, no, screaming.
Indeed.
And then, good times.
Our next question is from Doggo, who asks, "Should I buy Pokemon on the GBA? Do you have any good experience?"
Doggo, yeah, bro. Why not? These games are awesome.
They are awesome, but they are very.
And they're probably
expensive.
never. True. They're probably never coming to Nintendo Direct though. Let's be real, or the Nintendo
online.
Is that thing called? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I feel like they're allergic to putting Pokemon. They're putting Pokemon on there.
I feel like that would be the first thing that you do add to sell people on the whole thing, you know?
I remember when they announced that thing. I made a video about it, like showing people how to, access the games or whatever. And like all the comments were like, "Where's Pokemon? Where's Pokemon? Where's Pokemon?" It's like, honestly, yeah, that's valid. Where is Pokemon?
Yeah.
You got like what? Bunch of random games on there. There's some good stuff, but there's also some real random games.
Yeah, they'll just they'll throw some random third party whatever on there just to like fill up the library and make it seem full.
Super Nintendo pool game or something.
Yeah, it's like what are these games?
Cool, I guess.
Yeah. So
it almost makes you wonder. Sorry.
Yeah,
it almost makes you wonder if they're like planning on some sort of collection or something. But when has Pokemon really done that? I don't know.
Yeah, not really. The only thing I thought about was like, oh, maybe they're still selling the game, but they're not selling Pokemon Leaf Green, Fire Red, Blue. Like it's not being sold anywhere. So it's like you're not,
Nope.
and not that it would be sold on the online service. It's a subscription, but it should be somewhere. I mean, it's just
accessible somehow. Yeah.
Yeah, lives on Game Boy Advance.
Literally, yeah. You're paying $200 for Pokemon Emerald, or you're emulating it. It's like, how are you gonna get mad if you emulate it at that point?
I know.
But, yes, Doggo, you should buy them.
Our next question comes from PokePixel. Would you like a new Mario Party game on the Switch, or not until the next console?
Get me started again, bro.
Oh boy,
Mario Party. What is it? Superstars.
Superstars
the good one
is the like remake of the N64 stuff.
That game was sick, and the fact that there was no DLC for that game is a shame. It's a sin.
What would you want as DLC? Like more games or more boards?
More mini games. More. There was like not a lot of maps in that game, if I remember correctly. More boards would be cool. Even like one more board would have been kind of a game changer. I think there's like 2 Mario Party 1 maps, 2 Mario Party 2 maps, and 1 Mario Party 3 map.
I think that's
so.
Right.
People were thinking there'd be a final Mario Party 3 map for a long time, but there wasn't.
Yeah.
And I'm a big Mario Party 3 fan, so I was kind of banking on that, but it never happened.
Yeah.
It's just missed opportunity is a constant Nintendo theme, I feel.
Exactly. Yep.
What do you think?
I liked Superstars. That was fun for me especially because I had people to like play it with. I love how there's online play there. The only thing that kind of sucks is you can't play. What I wanted to do first thing was play online, just mini games though, and I don't think that's possible. There is a mode where you can play mini games online, but it's like a weird, like a 2v2, 1v1. It's like some weird. It's not mini games. It's
the minecart
weird.
thing. Are you thinking of?
No, there's something else, and I tried to like do it. There's nobody active there. I cannot get a game with that.
Sad.
It's some weird mini game mode. It's not the cart thing though. And then Super Mario Party. What were your thoughts on that?
Terrible.
Yeah. Honestly, I didn't like that one either.
Yeah, and it's interesting hearing you say since you're younger than me, because I feel like a lot of people that complain about Mario Party are just like old, and they're like angry that it's kind of changed a little bit, which is like me. But like you, what was your first Mario Party game?
So it was Mario Party 8 on the Wii.
Okay, yeah, so that's a good game, but like from like maybe like 9 or 10 on, kind of a little bit of a sour Mario Party experience. So I'm glad to hear that you didn't like the Switch one.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't actually get to Mario Party 9. 10 I liked just because I was like a little kid. I was like, it's awesome, and like
10 looked good on the Wii U.
Yeah,
I'll say.
It gets some people bash it. Honestly,
They do.
I can say it's not the best Mario Party game, but I don't understand why. Do you know why people don't like that game?
Yeah, is that the one where you share like a vehicle?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just not classic Mario Party.
Yeah,
People just people wanted superstars basically.
Makes sense.
That's why people love that game so much. Yeah, they just love the classic Mario Party formula.
Yep, I understand.
And they get mad when they switch it up. And it's like they didn't even really offer it as like a side mode. Like that is how you play the game.
Yep.
So it's like you're kind of forced into playing some weird, not really Mario Party at that point.
It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
Would you want a new one on the Switch or not until next console?
I doubt we'll see any more Mario Party on the Switch 1.
Yeah.
I'd be very surprised.
Very.
But I love Mario Party. I'm always I'm always welcoming more Mario Party games. I'll say that.
Hopefully it launches early on the Switch 2. It is a pretty decent seller, I think. So I'm hoping to see that fairly quick. Because I need me some new Mario Party. We haven't gotten like a new one since what, 2019 when Super Mario Party released? Was that 19 or 18? It was one of those.
Yeah, I guess that's the newest. Well,
because Superstars is just like you're remaking all the boards and games and stuff.
Yeah, Super Mario Party came out in 2018.
18.
6 years, yeah. And I mean, that's not even like a numbered Mario Party. Mario Party 10 came out in what?
Do you think that they would even like, because I've never really seen them do like a double digit, like an 11, you know, or like a 12, Mario Party 12.
That's getting up there in numbers, huh?
Yeah, so do you think that they just keep doing like Extreme Mario Party, Awesome Mario Party, you know, like...
I feel like if you could do 10, you could do 11.
Yeah. It just...
I don't know, though. That's a good point. That's a pretty high number at that point.
Like, what happens when you get to, like, Mario Party 19? It just, like, looks kind of weird. I don't know.
Mario Party 25. Yeah, it gets kind of ugly at some point, huh?
Yeah.
But so does Super, you know? So many Supers, Super Mario Party, new Super Mario Party. It's like...
Yeah.
That also gets kind of old, I would argue.
It does, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Like, you can make Mario Kart 9. Like that's still doable. 9 is, you know, you can work that in there.
Yeah.
10 you can do. I've never seen them go past 10. Mario
Final
Kart
Fantasy
11.
does it.
They do. And that's a nice little formula.
Only one I can think of.
We'll have to see. You got to keep naming games somehow. But our final question. Do you think that Splatoon 4 will release with the Switch 2 when it comes out?
I would not be surprised. They pump out Splatoon like nobody's business, it seems.
I
think about this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Splatoon 1. This is crazy to me.
Yep.
Splatoon 1 came out in 2015. Since then, there have been 3 mainline Splatoon games. There have been... This is how I think about it. From 2012 to 2020, there have been 1 Animal Crossing game. From 2015 to 2024, there have been 3 Splatoon games plus DLC. That's crazy. So yeah, there will probably be a Splatoon 4 before you know it.
Yeah. What I think probably... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. There's like a slight delay on Discord.
Yeah,
but like
all good.
Splatoon is so disgustingly popular in Japan. Pretty popular here too. So it's like, I will not doubt it.
Yeah. What I think probably happened was, so they put it out on Wii U, and then they're like, oh, we have a hit here. I think they just wanted to get it on Switch as soon as possible, so that's, you know, your Splatoon 2. Wasn't crazy. I mean, it was different, but it wasn't, like, absurd. Like, I feel like Splatoon 2 to 3 added so many more things. Like, 3 added so much. I think so. Splatoon 2 released 2017. I think that's just, like, essentially their Splatoon port to the Switch.
Yeah.
They added some things, and then I think now we're in the cycle where like Splatoon 2 to 3 took it took 5 years. I think now we're gonna be in the cycle. If the Switch 2 comes out, well, I don't know, because if the Switch 2 comes out next year, they'll want to get Splatoon on there again pretty quick. So that'll be like a 3-year gap, at most 4.
I don't think they would mind that at all.
Exactly. It's a bit of a weird one. I don't think that it'll launch with the Switch, but probably like months later, like the same year.
What do you think the Switch 2 would launch with?
If
everything went according to your plans.
I think you probably, as you said earlier, I think you launch with a 3D Mario. It's probably the biggest seller, the most appealing, the biggest game character. I think there's no smarter way to launch. I feel like you either have to do a Zelda, which sells great, or a Mario, which sells also great. You gotta do one of those.
I'm thinking about all these launch titles. Thinking back to like GameCube. GameCube didn't even launch. GameCube launched with Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah.
We launched with what?
Twilight Princess.
I don't think any. Did it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It was like a
Zelda,
dual
that's a Mario
thing.
That's pretty sick. What did Wii U launch with? Nintendo Land?
What did they launch with? No, Mario 3D World came out later. They launched with Mario U, I think.
Let's see.
And something else. I think that there were like Mario U, Zombie U, and something else.
That's right. Zombie U. I think Nintendo Land was literally all I cared about when the Wii U came out.
Oh, yeah.
It's sad. Yeah, I don't know. Switch launched with what? Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. So I think it's always like,
That's
like
a pretty
a
great
Mario
launch.
or Zelda or something.
We're going back and forth. Might be a Mario next time.
Hopefully.
Mario
Now,
Sunshine 2.
do you think it'll be like an Odyssey 2 or a Sunshine 2 or totally new?
Do you like Sunshine?
So I haven't even played it.
What?
It's a crime.
You gotta play that. That's your homework, bro. That's your homework.
That's my homework.
Beat Mario Sunshine.
Beat
Do you have
Mario.
the was it All Stars on Switch?
Yeah, I have that. I have that.
You got no excuse.
I have no excuse.
That
It's
game's
pretty
great.
bad.
I think I think Sunshine 2 would be crazy. I don't know if it'd sell as well as like an Odyssey or like a Galaxy 3 or something, but I think there's a lot of people craving a Sunshine 2 for sure.
Indeed. That would be nice. Or like, maybe just do something fresh, make Mario fun, awesome time.
Make them rated M.
Rated M Mario. M
Why
for
not?
Mario. Yeah.
That's right.
There you go. Mario with guns. It's sure to sell well.
Give them some guns, yeah.
Give Mario.
To rival GTA 6.
There you go. Mario
Perfect.
Fun Time with Guns releases next year in 2025. Look forward to it. But I think that might wrap us up here on the Mario Matter episode number 78. Thank you so much, Max, for coming on. Where can the people find you online?
Yeah, either Cake Hoarder, Cake_Hoarder. All my social medias are slightly different, but yeah. Come follow me,
Indeed. I will leave your links down below. Do you have like a fun link tree or something I can throw down there?
I don't actually have a link tree, but you can
That's good.
follow me on Instagram or YouTube. It's probably where I'm most active.
Gotcha. Alrighty, thank you so much for coming on. We will
Thanks for having
see
me,
you
bro.
all. Well, we might not. I will see all of you guys next Saturday for even more Nintendo news. I'll see you all then.
Thanks for watching.